I think that this budget increase proposal is really hypocritical of the administration and of the Student Government Association. We as students don't need to give any more money in special fees because some of us, quite frankly, can't afford it. I came to school in 2006. The amount of fees that I paid this year was $1,087 in special fees, not including tuition. Now, albeit I'm a senior and an engineering student, so I think I paid maybe a little more fees than the average student does, and I'm taking 18 credit hours. This was an increase from the amount I paid in 2006 by $121. And SGA is proposing that if I take my 18 credit hours, well, let's say I take 15 like an average student, that they would increase by $60 a year, $2 per credit hour. Am I correct?
Yeah. I apologize. What was the question?
If I was taking, currently right now the referendum says if I was taking 15 credit hours each semester per year, I'd pay $60 in the SGA fee.
Yes, sir. That would be correct.
I think this fee is a little too much. I can't afford $60 honestly extra. I don't have any more scholarships anymore. It's my 5th year. I'm not probably going to be going to school here next year. I hope I graduate unless I fail any classes. But this leads to question, an average student that takes 15 credit hours a semester that works a minimum wage job to pay for school would have to work or a little over $8 per year for SGA to pay for this fee. And a lot of students don't even vote in SGA elections. Last year, only a little less than 6,000 voted in the SGA election, which is a fraction of the 28,000 people that go to this school. Therefore, they're not really being represented. And it also is sort of interesting because you, Chairman Cheng, said during the campaign that you believe that SGA elections are discriminatory towards poor people. This was quoted in the DA. If the fee went through and you guys were approved an increase from $70,000 to $1.6 million, which is a 2,000% increase, which is quite frankly absurd, that means that the people sitting on the board would not be representing poor people in your own words, because the elections for SGA discriminate against poor people. And it's harder for poor people to run for SGA.
Yeah, last year you were a member of a student government organization that was in support of a raise for student fees. You all raised student fees $51 last year. A couple points, $10 of those fees were to go towards club sports. How many people in the room pay club sports or play club sports? Just a very small percentage of people. Everyone still pays that fee. And the point of the whole ordeal is it's a very small percentage of money to pay. Right now you pay $637 in student fees. It's called a special student fee package. I'll go through it. I know it's not really public knowledge. I had to go ask the vice president of the university to get this information. Mountain layer fee, $77. Daily Athenaeum fee, $8. Radio station fee, $5. Counseling service and program fee, $67. Health service fee, $74. Transportation fee, $80. Student affairs fee, $41. Athletic fee, $80. Rec center fee, $110. Technology fee, $40. Library fee, $55. Now all these things, obviously, all the students don't use all the time, but we still have to pay for them, and when everyone graduates here, you get a diploma that says West Virginia University on it. All these things make West Virginia University an even better place, and therefore makes your diploma worth more. So,
for those of you who don't know me, Kevin Beck, marketing major, whatever. I think that it's seen here that Paul and some of the people that are against the increase of the fee is seen as attacking it. And by no means, I want to state that right now, are we attacking SGA or what you guys are trying to do, but simply raising awareness to the fact that this needs to be thought about by the student body, and as it'll eventually come down to voted on by the student body. But a few notes that I just wanted to say. You asked Paul if he had come up and asked about the research and talked to anyone if they had done the research, where it was. Is that Paul's job, I wonder, and is the average student, the student body that this is going to, are they supposed to come to you and say, what are you doing? Or should you be saying, this is what we're doing and this is why we're doing it? So I think the research should be put out there. You know, I don't know if it's been made public. I personally try and keep up with current events and things that are going on throughout the WU community, but I haven't seen anything put out there publicly on the background research or supporting research that you guys have done or not done. I'm not sure. I also just wonder, you know, the budget is already right around $70,000, just over, just under. I'm not 100% sure. But if you're calling for an increase of fees, as you said, that special package, that package of fees goes towards, you know, a lot of things, and they send a bundle to each organization. And my question is why isn't the administration putting more into your bundle? Why do they not feel that you should have more money? Why should this come from the students and not come from what the students have already given to this university? Are they, the administration, saying that they are not supporting an increase in your budget? Or, you know, is it simply the fact that you haven't asked? Or, you know, I'm not sure, but I'm just kind of curious as to what the administration feels about asking the students for money if we've already paid fees that are an umbrella fee for many small organizations to give out in bundles. Why are they not giving a bigger bundle?
Today, along with some people in SGA, to work on it. When I have something to raise awareness about, when I have something to give you, and I have a referendum that we can actually sit down and talk about rather than just hearsay, I promise you will raise as much awareness, have a PR campaign, have speak up events, like endless things so people know exactly what's going on. Also, Paul's job, you said, is it Paul's job to ask? Well, when I talk, I like to be educated about the matter, especially when I make a Facebook group and start, you know, rallying people together. I want to know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I would say it's the average student's job, no, which related to that, but I would say if you want to do something about it, it would be your job to be informed.
Down my questions, I kind of have a couple. The first one is that if every student is paying this, can you make sure that every student is benefiting from it? And if not, do you think that's fair? I mean, I have a string, so if you just want to answer that one first.
Yeah, I mean, every student has the opportunity to benefit from it, I would guess. I can't guarantee you that if I do something that you're going to directly benefit from it. I mean, we pay a $55 library fee. I paid that every semester I've been here. I've been in the library 4 times and never used any of their services. You know, it's just, you know, 90% of the people in here don't use a student rec center. You know, we'll pay $110 for recreation fee. So you have the opportunity.
Just a comment back to you, Bud. As a student whose EFC is actually 0, just to let you know that financial aid actually works out where all of our fees and all of our tuition is paid for through grants, through different types of grants. So it's actually not a big deal for students who work with financial aid. And in the EFC, my tuition has been paid for the past year.
Thank you, Dave. Anyone else? Questions, comments? Yes, sir.
That's a selective case. I mean, I have a low EFC too. Like, single parents. Like, I understand there's different cases, and that different cases have different amount of financial aid. I have a part-time job. I work hard to support myself while I'm here at the university, and I don't think you can make a statement. I mean, just because it's your case doesn't mean it's the case for everybody. I mean, I still have to pay out of pocket for different funds, and I don't think that it's fair that you can just say, well, it doesn't affect me, so it won't affect me.
Thank you.
And also, on response to that, I also have jobs here. I also have to pay my rent. I also have to pay different bills too. And it's a shared fact that SGA is to support the students. And this group of people that we have is supposed to, this is our voice. This is the only voice that we have as a student body. And it's $30 as someone who has been extremely poor and in really bad situations. It's kind of, I can't even think of the word right now, that it's almost harassing the poor person in a way. Like, it's $30 that most students at this university, their parents are paying their tuition. So you can take 50 different types of angles and say this won't work, this won't work, this won't work, this won't work, but it's kind of a clear fact that this is still in its starting stage. We have all year to figure this out.